once I Googled it, kind of took me down a rabbit hole of just more information. So then finally, I was ready to step out there and buy my first house.
Can you tell us a little bit about your journey thus far?
Yep. So leaving college, from that experience when I was 16, still always had a passion, even while I was in college, just learned a little more. Leaving college, was just, or even while I was in college, my one buddy who was a few years ahead of me, when he would come back to visit, and it's like, oh, hey, well, what's life like now post college? He's like, oh, I'm in construction, doing construction. Then went from that to, hey, I'm flipping houses. As soon as he said that, I'm like, all right, well, I'm definitely attaching myself, to your hip, and I'm learning everything. So it was once I got out of college, it was just, so he was in Baltimore, I was in Philly. So it would just be taking road trips down to Baltimore, shadowing him, asking him questions, and just kind of really learning under him. And then it would just also be going to those free real estate workshop seminars, and then writing everything down that they say. If I didn't know something, I was Googling it. And then once I Googled it, it kind of took me down a rabbit hole of just more information. So then finally, I was ready to step out there and buy my first house.
Right. Mentorship is actually something we've observed from all of our experts as a pretty large part of what they do. Has it been something that you've passed on to others? Like, have you taken on mentees of your own?
Oh, absolutely. I've taken on mentees, and people always ask me, like, well, why are you doing this? Especially up to this point so far, I haven't charged any of my mentees because I haven't been charged myself to learn. It's kind of like, paying it forward. And what I always tell people is everybody has something that they can teach you. So while, yes, I'm mentoring you, eventually you're going to teach me something because all of our journeys are different. So it's just kind of making those connections and steering people who really are serious about learning in the right direction.
Right. Now, where do you think this drive from helping people comes from? Was it something you were raised with, born with, or something you just picked up along the way?
I probably would say something I picked up along the way. I guess that's not that I, was just never the type to help anybody, but it was just something like as I got older, I saw that there was really a knowledge gap in people. And because of that knowledge gap, people couldn't get to certain levels, or just even thinking about the own knowledge gaps that I had, as I was trying to get started. And then looking at it from, okay, well, there are people who have this knowledge gap, and then there are people who kind of exploit that knowledge gap and want to give you, trainings or sell you, trainings and seminars. Not that it's a bad business model, but I just wanted to be able to, especially those that were in my immediate circle, be able to help those who wanted to actually get into the game and do real estate. And the majority of my friends actually do real estate. So it's so I can't say that I'm the sole person that got them interested and started, but I'm definitely a resource that they utilize to help them along in their journey as well.
Mm-hmm. Now, you kind of alluded to most of your friends being involved in real estate. Are they developers themselves, or are they realtors and real estate agents?
So it runs the gamut. So they're developers, investors, realtors, wholesalers. So in some shape or form, a lot of them are involved in real estate.
Right, right. And earlier you actually told us that in the new year you were hoping to get onto the construction side of real estate development. Is that one of the harder aspects to get into?
I would say harder just because of the unknown, and then also there's more process involved with it. So to me, that's kind of what hindered me. from doing it sooner. So I was lucky enough to be able to get a great deal on a lot, and the numbers made sense to build on. So I'm like, all right, well, you know, it, I know that I can basically take a house that, break it completely down, demo it down to the bare bones, and then rebuild it. So then, like that, I was just comfortable taking that next step of, okay, well, now let's come out the ground. So, it's all a learning experience. I'm learning a lot this far on what I'm doing, but I'll feel comfortable once I have everything actually, the foundation poured, and everything framed and closed in, because then at that point it's just the rehab.